Rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we'll be learning ayat number 37 to 39 of Surah AnNamal today. And before the ayat number 37 starts, there is a continuation of one of the incidents where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated that the Queen of Sheba had sent some gifts and a delegate to Sulaiman alayhi salam, which he did not accept, and he returned the gifts. Then the ayat number 37 is a continuation of what happened after that. So inshallah we'll do a simple translation first, and then we will continue understanding in details. The ayat number 37 starts with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Irji' ilayhim. Here the speaker is Sulaiman alayhi salam, and he is talking and telling the delegate of Queen Sheba, Irji' ilayhim, go back to them, which means take these gifts, I'm not accepting them, and return to your own people, to the queen and the people of the queen. Then he says, فَلَنَأْتِيَنَّهُمْ بِجُنُودٍ. We will definitely, surely come to them with some armies, with some forces. لَا قِبَلَ لَهُمْ. Then they will not be able to resist or oppose those forces that we will bring, the armies, biha, to them, to the army. Then he further says, وَلَنُخْرِجَنَّهُمْ, and definitely we shall expel them, we shall force them out, minha, from their towns and from their cities. Adillatan, with disgrace. Wahum saghirun, and they will be made little or they will be humiliated. The people and the higher officials of the queen and her people. Then, so this is the message he is sending back with the delegate who are the Mursalun back to the queen. Now, in between there may have happened few other steps, and then it seems, the context of the next ayat, that he has found out that queen has decided to come and visit him in his land. So he is talking now, Sulaiman alayhi salam, in ayat number 38. He is addressing his court, people who are present with him in his court. He's saying, Qala, he said, Sulaiman said, Ya ayyuhal mala'u, O the chieftains who are sitting there in front of him, Ayyukum, which one of you, Ya'atini, will bring to me bi arshiha, her throne, the throne of Queen of Sheba. He wanted to bring the throne that she had before she arrives. So he asked the people in front of him, Qabla, before, an ya'atuni muslimin, before they come to me, the queen and her people, Muslimin, surrendering or submitting to me. So so it looks like that he knows that they have decided, the queen and her sub-chiefs have decided to come as submitting, surrendering to Sulaiman alayhi salam. So before they arrived, he wanted to have her throne in his presence. So qala ifritun minal jinni. So in his court, there were leaders and chiefs and jinns and other people sitting there. So one of the jinns, who was a very mighty and powerful, he said something. He said, Ana atika, I shall bring to you bihi, this throne that you're talking about. Qabla, before, an taquma, before you stand up. Mim maqamika, from your place, which means you are having a session of the court, and before your session expires or the day ends, before you leave, I will bring it to you. And then he further says, this jinn is speaking, and this is a very powerful, mighty jinn. Wa inni alayhi, and definitely I am upon this fact, upon the fact that I am going to bring the throne to you. Laqawiyun, I have the strength, I am powerful. Ameen, and I am trustworthy, which means I will go and bring it in front of you. So he offered his services that he will bring the throne to Sulaiman alayhi salam. And the story continues, and we'll look into that later. So now we will go back to the beginning, and inshallah we will do a detailed understanding. The ayat starts with the word irji'. So the root letters that the ayat starts are Ra, Jim, and Ain, Raja'a. The meaning of these three letters is to return, to go back. And this is the root letters that we use when we say Raji'un. We are those who are going to be returned back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Raja'a means to return, to go back. Now, these are three letters, and if I add an alif in the beginning, it will make the grammar of a command, an order. And how the order is put? We put a kasra, which is alif, underneath the alif, and combine with the sukoon and pronounce ir. And then put a jim under jim, a kasra, and combine with the sukoon, irji'. So when you pronounce in this format by adding an alif, it becomes the command. The template is if'al. If'al means do something. Okay? And here it is irji'i, because middle letter carries kasra. Irji'i. If you are telling one person, return, go back, okay, then you use the word irji'i. Now, in the language, if you're talking about a group, then you use the grammar of a single person for the group also, because a group is a group of a unity, single person. For example, when you say Fauj aa gayi, the Fauj is a group of the people, but in Urdu you are using the singular command for that. So same thing is that. These are the people in the delegate who have come to Sulaiman alayhi salam. There are many of them, and Quran calls them in the previous ayat al-Mursalun, the ones who were sent by the queen, and that's a group of the people, group of the messengers. So Sulaiman alayhi salam is telling that group, irji', go back, which means he's addressing all of them, plural, and using the grammar of a singular. And he's saying, you all go back, return to where you came from. And then after that is the word, I want to point out that the actual word is ila. And it is written with a short alif, which is with a ya and alif, alif maqsura. So ila has meaning to or toward, okay, both depending on how you translate. And then the next word is whom, is a pronoun, and whom means them. And whom is pointing to the queen and her chiefs and her nation. So the actual word ilahum, go back to them, that's what it's saying. Now when you write these two together, join together, you use the combined way of using alif, lam, and instead of a ya, you put a ya with a two dot. and you pronounce ilay, not ilah anymore, because now you are pronouncing. And then you write joining with the hum. But in the tajweed recitation, this hum is pronounced as him to match the sound with the ya. So separately ilahum, to them, but when you write together, you pronounce ilayhim, go back to them. Sulaiman alayhi salam is telling the delegate, return, take these gifts, go back to them, and them is the pupil of the queen. So this is first thing he is saying to them. Then he further continues by saying, فَلَنَأْتِيَنَّهُمْ. It sounds a big word, but I'm going to break it down. It will become very simple. First of all, these are the three letters, Hamza, Ta, and Ya. The meaning of this is to come. Okay, so this is the root letters. In Urdu or Usmani script, they write only alif there. In the Nastaliq script. But in the Usmani script, it is written with the Hamza. And also in some books you will see that they put a vertical line under this Hamza. That's called the chair of the Hamza. But actual sound is the sound of Hamza, Ta, and Ya. The meaning of these three letters is to come. Now, so keep this in mind, these three letters. Now, when you have these three letters, Fa and Lam, Fa'ala, Fa'ala means to do. If you want to make the grammar of we do or we will do, we simply put a noon in the beginning. And this noon brings the meaning of we and future tense or present tense. And you pronounce as a nafu alu. You put these are the harakats and pronounced nafu alu means we do, plural, whoever we are, or we will do. Okay. So now we are going to apply this template to these three letters. So we'll put simply first a noon in the beginning. Okay. So the meaning will be we will come. First thing is that meaning will be we, and we is here Sulaiman alayhi salam, talking about himself and his group or his armies. We will come. So the simplest grammar is nafu alo. So you combine the noon with this and becomes like a na'a and ti yo, and this will change. Okay, so this is the starting point, na'a ti yo. Okay, so just I'm going to write down them together, and when I write down together it will be written as noon combining with this alif with a fatha, but this is actually not alif but a Hamza. Alif is just sitting as a chair. So do not pronounce, many people don't pronounce it correctly, the Quran. It is na'a, not na. Many people say just nati. It is not na, it's na'a, because alif is nothing. Noon is combining with the Hamza, na'a. And then the next word is ti, and there was a dhamma. So this is the word. Na'atiyo. Na'atiyo means we will come. Now we are going to add few letters before and after that to bring additional meanings in there. First we are adding a letter fa. Fa means so or then. Okay. Go back to them, then or after that or so. Then there is a letter which is called lam with a fataha. This is called lam-e-tawqeed or taqeed. That means it brings the emphasis. And when this letter is added before a verb, this is a verb, it brings the meaning of definitely, surely. So the meaning is surely here. So we are adding a statement in the statement, surety, definitely, surely. Now, then we will add another letter, and these are all outside letters. Noon with a shadda and a fataha. This is called noon-e-tawqeed, which means emphasizing before and after the word you are speaking. Noon-e-tawqeed, it also means surely. So if I'm surrounding my statement of na'ati, we will come by two sureties, which means I'm making this as a really heavy word. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Then we are going to put a word hum after that. Hum means them, and them is pointing to the queen and her pupil. So Sulaiman alayhi salam is saying that go back to your pupil, then definitely, definitely we will come to them, to these people. Okay, now one more change will take place, which is that when you have the verb here and last letter is dhamma or fatha or pesh on the ya, and you have a noon-e-taqeed which has a fatha, so we pronounce this also as a fataha. Okay. So now pronounce fala na'tiyannahum. That's the word in the Quran. It's combination of so many, but they're all very simple if you break down this way. Actual word is na'atiyo, and that means we will come. And now we are surrounding these words by emphasis. Definitely, surely, we will come to them, which means we will come and attack them. Okay? فَلَنَأْتِيَنَّهُمْ. Go back and tell your queen and her people that we will definitely, Sulaiman is saying, come to them. Then he says a couple things after that. The next word starts with Jim, Noon, and Dal. Jundun means army or a group or force. Jundun. We have a group or a team of army soldiers, that's called Jundun. Its plural is Junudun. Junudun means armies. Sulaiman had many armies. Junudun. So he's saying, we will come to you, and he is using the word be. Be means with. And be is a harf-e-jar, so it will change two dhammas on the last letter to two kasras and it becomes bijunudin, with the armies. Sulaiman alayhi salam is sending the message that we will definitely come to you with the armies, or we will bring the armies to them. And then after that is the word which I want to explain a little bit in details. The root letters are Qaf, Ba, and Lam. And this is a very common, there are many words that we use in Urdu also. Qabla, Qabla, Qabila, Qabail, Qubul, they are all created from the same. But if we write down in this with these harakats, Qaf, Ba, and Lam, and we put the word Qiba and put two dhammas at the end. Qibalun. Qibalun means resistance. Qibalun means resisting or resistance, means to oppose. If an army is opposing, is attacking, you resist the army, that is Qibalun. Okay. Now, the actual word is Qibalun. Okay. Keep in mind that our nouns have two dhammas, two pesh at the end, and the word is Qibalun. Now, one more rule is that by the example that if you have these three letters, Alif, Lam, and Ha, and you make a noun is made by combining these three and pronouncing Ilahun. Ilahun means a god. Any god, anything that you worship is with small g, is called Ilahun. Now if I put the la before that, la means not. Not, this word not or la has an effect on the next word and changes to dhammas to a fataha. And this is the word we say all the time, la ilaha. So the word is ilahun, but la has changed it to ilaha. Okay, that's the rule. So I'm going to put a la before that, and la will change qibalun to qibala. So the meaning will be there will be no resistance. La qibala, no resistance. Resistance to what? My armies that are going to come, junudun bi junudin, with the armies that we will come, la qibala, there will not be any resistance, which means you don't have enough armies to resist my forces. Sulaiman alayhi salam saying that, and after that is using the word lahum. La means to or for, and hum means them, and them is his own armies. So my armies will be there. You will not be able to resist or push them back or fight them. Biha means of it, the army. Okay. Then he's saying one other word after that. He's saying wala nukhrijannahum. Same format I did before. Kharaja are the root letters. Ha, ra, and jim. Kharaja means to go out. Someone is going out, is kharaja. But if I put an alif, it becomes 4-letter word. Akhraja. Akhraja means to expel someone, to force someone out. So if you are pushing someone out of the place, you are expelling the person, and for that the root letters are akhraja. Now if we make the grammar of that, we will expel. We, Sulaiman, he's saying we will expel, and the rule is that when you make the grammar of future tense and plural, you add a noon in the beginning. Okay. Now this is when you put a noon in the beginning, it's a 4 letters, then this alif is not used, and the spelling for the 4 letters is a nukhrijo. Nukhrijo, starting with the very simple format. Nukhrijo means we will expel, we will force out. Okay. So this is the starting point. So I'm going to write down together these. Nukhrijo. Nukhrijo. Nukhrijo means we will expel, we will force out. I'm going to do the same thing. Put waw before. Waw means and. Put lam with a fatah, which is lam taqeed, which means surely. Then put a noon after that with a shadda and fatah. It's called noon taqeed, which means surely. And whom means them. And whom is pointing to the people of Queen of Sheba. So this is the word. And as I mentioned that when noon taqeed comes with a fatah, we change the last letter harakat to a fatah for tajweed. So it becomes wala nukhrijannahum. It's exactly the word in the Quran. We will definitely, surely expel them. One whole big word in English has been just condensed in one word in Arabic. Wala nukhrijannahum. Sulaiman is saying that we will definitely force them out, we will expel them from their land. Okay, wala nukhrijannahum. Okay, minha, from there. Min means from, and ha means their land, their country, their qarya. So we will force them out from their land. He is telling this delegate. And he's saying how I am going to, or we are going to force them out. The word we learned last time is that Zal, Lam means to humiliate, to disgrace something, Zalil or Zillat. Okay. The noun, if you put an alif in the beginning, it becomes a superlative. We did that last time. Azillatun is the word. Azillatun means with disgrace, with humility. Okay. Zillat. Azillatun. Now, this word is coming as a maf'ul of nukhrijo, or so it will become zillatan. That's the word in the Quran. We will force them out from their land with greater disgrace. It's a superlative, which we will insult them, humiliate them, disgrace them. The people who are the aizzatun, people who are the honored ones there, the chiefs and the officers and all those, we will turn them into the disgraced people. Wahum saghirun. Saghara is the opposite of kabara. Saghara means to make someone small. Saghir is something small. And saghirun is a person who has been made smaller or he has been humiliated. Saghirun. Okay. Its plural is saghiruna. When you stop, you pronounce saghirun. So this is the word in the Quran. They will be made humiliated. They will be made lower. The higher people there will be turned into humiliated, lower kind of people. So this is what Salman alayhi salam has sent the message with the delegate. So then there may have been some more information in between. He found out that Queen has decided to come to Sulaiman alayhi salam, surrendering, submitting, not fighting. So he is talking Sulaiman alayhi salam to his chiefs who are sitting in the court. Qala, he said, Sulaiman said, Ya ayyuhal mala'u. This word al-mala'u has come several times. Al-mala'u means the chiefs. He is addressing the people in his court by calling them Ya ayyuhal mala'u, O the chiefs ones, O the people who are sitting in the court in front of me, his staff. Ayyukum. Next word is ayyu. Ayyu means which one. Which one. Kum means you. Or which one of you, or who among you. When you write down together, it's written as it is in the Quran. Ayyukum, which one of you. So he's addressing all the people and saying, who among you. Then the word is Ya'atini. Again, this word is repeating. So I just want to make sure that this is the same alif, ta, and ya. And the word is going to come few more times, to come. Okay. Now, one more thing happens is that so the simple meaning is to come. But if you have a ba after that, with a kasra, which means with, then you will translate come with or bring. Come to me with your child or bring your child. So it's the same way of expanding the translation by using the with. Okay. So ata are the root letters. Come and B will make it bring. But however you want to translate. But this is the root letters. Okay. Now, so the word is fa'ala, to come. And when you put a ya in the beginning, it becomes yaf'alu. It means he, third person, comes or does. Okay. So how do we make the grammar of present tense or future tense? Does or will do is common. Third person. So we put a ya in the beginning and pronounce yaf'alu. Yaf'alu means he does. So if I apply that template here by adding a ya in the beginning, it becomes ya'atiyo. Ya'atiyo will be written as alif will be written with the ya, and hamza will have a sukoon. So pronounce ya, don't pronounce ya. Ya'atiyu. This means he will come. And if you translate with be, it will be he will bring. But the word before that is ayyukum, which one of you. So instead of saying he, we will say which one of you. Kum is addressing all the people. Which one of you ya'ati will bring, with the ba. Now if I put a ya after that, that ya brings the meaning of me. And we have explained that we put a noon firqaya here. Okay. So now if you pronounce combination, this dhamma is pronounced as a fataha. Ya'atini, or as actually sukoon. Ya'atini will bring to me. Be will bring to me. Ayyukum, which one of you. Ya'ati, bring. Ni means to me with the be. So who of you, which one of you, he's addressing the people sitting, will bring to me. Now what is he asking to bring? The root letters is ayn, ra and sheen, and arshun. When you write pronoun together, arshun means throne. Okay, arshun means throne. Combined with the ha is pointing she to the queen, her. So when you so what the word is arshun. So when you combine these two, it will be her throne, or throne of her. And by the combination we lose one dhamma. So word is arshuha. Separately the word, these two combination is arshuha, her throne. But notice that this be is sitting before that, which actually was used for the previous word. But be is a harf jar, its effect happens on the next word, and arshu changes to arshi. So together it is pronounced Be'arshiha. Be does not to be translated because we used that before. Arshiha, her throne. Who among you will bring her throne to me? He is saying to them. Then he is using the word qabla, before. This is the qabla. This is commonly is before. This is not that word that we learned before. An ya'atuni, again the same thing. An means that. An means that, and it has effect. But the word is again hamza, which has alif, ta, and ya. And this commonly third time it's coming in the sentence, and again the meaning is to come. Then make a ya plural, okay, and put a wow. So this is third person he, but making it a plural will be they. So ya'atu, this ya is a weak letter, it is dropped. So what is left is ya'atu. Ya'atu means they come. Ya'atu. This wow is for the plurality. Okay. Now again ya is me, and Sulaiman is using for himself ya, and with the ya we always put a noon of separation. So we know that these are two separate words. Ya'atuni, come to me. Before they come to me. Now one more thing happened before that, I did not mention that. When you make the plural, it is yaf'aluna. So the plural is actually ya'tuna, and ni is after that. Okay, this is bringing the meaning of me. But this word an is the one that affects and kills the sound of noon here. Okay, it changes into the nasab state, and that throws away the noon. So if an was not there, it will be ya'atu nani, noon will be there. Ya'atuni, they come to me. Qabla ya'atuni, before they come to me. Muslimin, Muslim is to submit, to surrender. Okay. Muslimin is a plural. They come to me surrendering, in submission. So he knows that they are going to come and submit to him. Then, so when he made this statement, one of the jinns who was sitting there, he spoke. Qala, he said. Who said? First I'll draw this minal jinni. The word is jinnun. Jinnun means jinn kind. Jinn, nun is the first word. We stop in Urdu, we say jinn, but there is a shadda, so it should be pronounced with two noons. Jinnun. And when you put the al before that, al removes one dhamma. It becomes al-jinno, the jinn kind. Then you put min before that. Min is a harf jar. From the jinns, or among the jinns. Min is a harf jar. It will change this dhamma to a kasra. And you pronounce together. You don't pronounce this alif. And now two sukuns cannot be combined, so we change this to a fataha, so it becomes mi nal jinni, among the mankind, among the jinn kind. Who was among the jinn kind? The Quran uses the word ifritun. Let's look at that word. Ain, fa, and ra. Afara. The meaning of this word afara is to do something with your excellence. Do your best. Do with your might. Whatever you do, do your full strength, full might, full intelligence. Afara. Okay. A person or a being, noun, is ifritun. Ifritun is excellence, might. Okay, so there are those meanings. So why is the Quran using this word? He's saying, Qala ifritum minal jinni. Among the jinns who were sitting there, one of the jinns was ifrit, powerful, strong, mighty, excellent, which means this particular jinn was doing everything with might, with power, with authority. So this was some special jinn. So that special jinn spoke up. Qala ifritum minal jinni, the jinn who was the mighty spoke up. What did he say? Ana atika. This word is coming. Ana means I. And the word is alif ta ya. Okay. Ata means to come. And we have this fa and lam. If I put one alif in the beginning and pronounce alu, that means I will do. Alif brings the meaning I will, and present or future. I will do. So this means to come, and if I join with the be here, the meaning will be to bring. Okay, because the next word has a B in the beginning. So alif, ta, ya, and B means to bring. So if I add an alif in here, which will bring the meaning I, so I'm adding an alif there with the hamza and pronouncing this atiyo, first of all, that means I will come, but with the ba it will be I will bring. Now, two alifs with hamza are usually in the Quran written that way and pronounced as a, not a anymore. A, ti, Okay. And after that, if I put a ka means you, and you is pointing to Sulaiman alayhi salam. Okay. And this ya is written this way, and dhamma is not pronounced, so it is atika. Atika, I shall bring to you with a B. If B was not there, the meaning I shall come to you. Atika, I shall come to you, O Sulaiman. But B will translate with B. Atika, I shall bring to you, O Sulaiman. B and he is pointing to this word who is pointing to the throne. Okay. But when B is a harf-e-jar, you pronounce B, we pronounce this as a he also. So be he, it, the throne. The jinn said, the mighty jinn said, I will bring it to you. Qabla, before. Before what? An taquma. Qaf, waw and mim. One of the meanings is to stand up. When we put a ta in the beginning, like a fa'ala, constantly simple grammar is being repeated. Ta brings the meaning of you, one person. You do or you will do. Taf'alu. So we are going to use this template. Qauma means to stand up. If I do this ta, the meaning will be you will stand or you stand. Qabla, before, you stand. Okay, and when they combine this as a tafu is a taqwamu, and to pronounce we switch this and pronounce as taqumu, because taqwama is not a very good pronunciation. So we change the harakat mutually and take the sound of the waw back. Taqumu. Taqumu with a dhamma means you stand or you stand up. So that's the word. But the an is that before that. An means that, and the characteristic of that is changes this last letter to a fataha, so it becomes antaquma. That's the Quranic word. Qabla antaquma, before that you get up, before that you stand up, which means you are having this session in your court before your session ends. Where do you stand from? Mim maqamika, the common word which you know is from maqamun is the word. Maqamun means place. In Urdu we pronounce it wrong, we say maqam, it is a maqam. Maqamun, Arabic word is maqamun, means place. Ka means you, and you is pointing to Sulaiman. When you combine these two, it becomes maqamoka, your place, your chair you are sitting on, or your throne you are sitting on. And then what before that is a min. Min means from. So it will be from your place, from your chair. Qabla an taquma, before you stand up. Min, from. Maqamoka, your place. Now, min will do couple things. Min is a harf-e-jar. It will change maqamo to maqami. Okay. And when you noon and mim come together in the tajweed, that noon loses the sound and turns into a mim. So it becomes mim maqamika. So you can put a shadda on mim, or you can write down a small mim, it's same thing. So it becomes mim maqamika, from your place, before you stand up from your chair, before your session ends in the court. I will bring that throne to you. That jinn is saying that. He is further saying, wa inni, inna means surely, and ya means me, and his me is about jinn himself. So when you combine these two, they are pronounced as inni. This is in the Quran. Definitely I am. Inni means definitely me or I. Alayhi, again they constantly things keep. Allah and who. Ala means upon, and who means it. And who is pointing to the task of bringing the throne from Queen Sheba's throne to Suleiman. It is pointing to that throne, Arsh. When you write down together, this is written with a dot and ya. Alay pronounced alay, and this is also pronounced as a he for easy tajweed. Alayhi, upon it, upon accomplishing this task. I am, upon completing or carrying out this activity. What am I am? Laqawiyyun aminun. He is using two words from himself. Qaf, Waw and Ya are the root letters, and this means to have strength, quwwat, power, authority. Qawiyun is a person who has the authority and power, mighty. Qawiyun is the noun. The one who has authority. Now, when you put a lam before that, this is a lam, a taqeed, emphasizing laqawiyyun, definitely I am a mighty, powerful, authority. Amin is a common word, means trustworthy. You can trust me that I'll go and bring it to you with sincerity and honesty, and I have the power and authority for doing that. So allow me, I'll bring it to you before the end of the session that you are in right now. So this is what the Ifritun, the mighty one among the jinns, offered his services to Sulaiman alayhi salam. So inshallah we'll continue and we'll see that there is another person who has more knowledge. He can bring faster the throne of the queen. So inshallah we'll continue. So we'll stop here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand and learn the Quran. Sadaqallahul Azim.